have a review of Legacy Evolution Origins Jazz, in which, if you didn't already see my latest post already about it, this word have been new to you. But besides that, let's get into it. A Legacy Origins Jazz is actually a pretty decent figure, I'll admit. But to be honest, like from whatever reviews I've seen on it, I thought this figure, it would have been way bigger, like at least a head, or maybe a half a head taller. But no, he's kind of small. But despite that, he's still good. And the clear plastic that's happening this figure it is a pretty thick and robust bit. So I don't have much worries about it breaking. Yeah, and kind of like with the Origins Bumblebee figure, there will obviously be some kibble hanging off, but there's not much way for Hasbro to properly get an Origins figure down, without there being kibble, unless it was third party. But yeah, accessories though, we have a blaster. Jazz's gun and his grappling hook. But for the grappling hook, all you would have to do is flip the hand in. There's a little port right there, and you can easily plug this in. And now he could use and be like, pew. And despite that, with the gun, you can plug it in right here, and having a shooting down with some cons. Pew pew. Bing bang. Besides that, there are some other pegs around this figure that you can plug the gun, which has a peg on the side, mainly for vehicle mode. But yeah, there's pegs here, at the bottom of the feet, and for transformation, some pegs here too. Despite that, articulation on this figure is actually not all that bad. The head is on a ball joint, can look up this far, down this far, and clearly swivels. The arms are on hinges here, can go a bit above 90, and because the transformation joint it has, he has a slight butterfly joint here, a very slight joint though. Surprisingly, he has a waist, because when I first got it, it looked like a solid piece, but it's not. Nice. Well, they finally did the legs right, kind of like with 86 Grimlock, where they made the hips same color as the crotch, and can still make it look good. The legs have a little bit under 90, but you can kind of cheat it, I think, by doing this a little bit, but that doesn't help. There's some toe articulation, as I showed before, and that is about it. Anyways, let's get into some size comparisons. Here we have him with Springer, which I showed in the post. And here we have Steelbane, who I also showed in the post. Besides that, let's get into transformation. Oh, and let me just say, that if you have this figure and the windshield like this, it's perfectly fine. And if you have to kind of stress it in, and you hear this, it's perfectly fine. As said, the clear plastic is pretty thick and robust. I doubt it's going to break. It's just the way this figure is made. so you might have to kind of like stress it in a little bit. But nothing's going to break. I've transformed this thing like multiple times. It's gonna be fine. And here we have Origins Jazz and its vehicle mode. And let me say, like, they did good with this. He looks like pretty much like that exact vehicle mode we saw in the first episode pulled out. Like, seriously. Like, and the cable management, like, is pretty good. The only, like, more kind of, like, robot part you can see is the chest. But like, with the arms and legs, you can't really tell that the arms and legs are in this. Like, you think it's just random parts of the vehicle. But anyways, yeah, like, it's very good. For weapon storage, you could store the grappling hook in this peg here, but normally I just don't store over there because I kind of find it a bit tough to get this bit here out, so I just don't store over there. But sometimes I normally just peg it into the gun here, which is the apparent quote-unquote Evo fusion gimmick. And for this figure, and I normally wouldn't know how to just peg it up right there, and yeah. You could also peg them here, like onto the feet, and kind of peg the gun into the foot, like how they did it with the eventual Beachcomber figure, where they used his gun as the bumper. And you could also just peg them into, the bottom of the arms, because, they still work. Like, why not? But besides all that, here's some size comparisons. Here he is with Springer. Don't expect me to show him in helicopter mode 2 because I'm just too lazy to find a way to make a clip of that and make it work. And here he is with good old Steelbane, who is clearly taller. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this review, and hopefully by the time that I post my next review, having either of Springer or Steelbane, I maybe have already hit 1K. And if so, I might as well just do a dual review of these two. But that depends. See you in the next video.